Hey guys, how's it going? Wait, it's your boy, Big Blue Drew 97 here, coming at you with another Jujutsu Kaisen manga reaction video. This time, reacting to manga chapter 147. And apparently, the next chapter is coming up May 16th, 2021. What? Oh! Oh! Jujutsu Kaisen! You on a 4-week break? More like 3.5, but yeah, close enough. Well, I think it's a 2-week break, but it's weird that it doesn't bring up the fact that it's a 2-week break. Just coming out in 14 days, it gave a specific date, so most likely it's going to be longer for another Jujutsu Kaisen chapter after this one. So, hopefully this is an amazing chapter, because last chapter was, oh gosh, that was an info dump. Like, I cannot remember all of the info that was provided to us in the previous chapter. Besides the fact that we gathered information about the culling game, we got to see Hikari once again. We also get the potential confirmation that Hikari is just as strong, if not stronger than Yuta. We also get the confirmation of a new participant in the culling game that so happens to have Nanami's curse technique, possibly in relation to him. I don't know. We actually get more conclusion on Choso and Yuki and how they're staying behind, as well as we get both a reveal that Maki will be going to gather more curse tools, as well as how Itadori as well as Megumi are planning to go and see if their third year Hikari is going to help them in the situation, as well as just talking about how the culling game is worked and ways around the rules. So didn't really remember a lot about last chapter, so most likely what's going to go down in chapter 147 is that we're going to get more dialogue, more explanation, more exposition, and potentially the reveal of who Hikari is. I don't know. I'm dreading this. Not because I hate this, but because it's a lot of reading. And unfortunately, if you've been watching me long enough, I have a tendency to, what's the word I'm thinking of? Flub up when it comes to reading. So hopefully you find this enjoyable. And before we get right into the actual reaction, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't done so, to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I upload content about Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, Dr.STONE, Vigilantes, all that cool stuff. And without the way, let's get right into the actual reaction, starting with most likely a cover page. Yep, a cover page. Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 147, Even Pandas. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're going to also get Panda back into the group. Wow, it's weird that I didn't bring that up. Okay, yeah. This chapter is going to be all about Panda. Oh, are we going to see Panda's third core? Oh, shoot. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's in jail. He's also planning to be executed. The principal of Jujutsu High School in in Tokyo. This is not going to be fun. And he's remembering Panda. Aw, Panda, the cursed corpse. As someone, most likely the old man, who's also here from the other school in Kyoto, it's like, Yaga, what exactly is that thing? Oh yeah, I forgot his name is Yaga. As we have the old man saying, is it possible for an artificial cursed corpse to operate independently to a greater degree than other manipulation techniques? But it consumes the cursed energy that a sorcerer gives it as a power source. That thing's cursed energy belongs to itself, so it is self-supporting. The higher-ups are currently trying to designate you as special grade and officially impose an indefinite restriction upon you, because if you're intentionally making those, you can make an army. So answer me, Yaga, do you truly know how that thing was made? No, I don't. Okay, so Yaga is maybe specifically confirmed to be a special grade. Okay, so we're gonna get more exposition about not just Panda, but about Yaga and how he's able to use cursed techniques, cursed energy on the cursed corpse. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, this is this is actually not where I thought we were gonna go in this chapter. So, ooh, let's continue reading. Oh, wow! And we automatically go into a flashback. Okay. As we have another most likely cursed corpse saying, Masha Michi, everyone is worried about how gloomy you are. He's like, yeah. So I told them we should cheer you up. Aren't I a genius? Yeah, you are. Aw, man, this dog man thing is freaking creepy. But still kind of cute. And now we have Yagi saying, I'm sorry, Tekuru, but I can't return for a while. Tell everyone for me. Another outing? Yeah, had a long one. Yeah, I had a long one. Oh gosh, I'm getting them confused. Don't worry, Master Tengen protects this forest, and your mother will come to see you again, even without me. Oh, okay. Oh gosh, I keep messing them up. We have Yaga basically saying, don't worry, Master Tengen protects this forest, as we get the little dog man saying, and your mother will come to see you again. And he's like, even without me, you'll be fine. Or at least I think they're talking. I'm not sure. As he's knocking on the door and is like, Masachi, we'll miss you. Okay, something interesting is happening. Oh! Okay, I think I'm getting it. Apparently, Yaga just went into like the world of other cursed spirits, or this may be like how his cursed power such technique works. It was a weird flashback, but now I think we're cutting back to the present as we get Panda, and apparently we have Kusakabe. Yeah, Kusakabe. It's been a while since we've seen him, and by a while I mean we really don't know who he is. But he's like talking to Panda, and Panda's like, "Are you sure about this, Kusakabe?" And Kusakabe is like, "Don't tell anyone I helped you. You were caught and used as bait in order to draw out Yaga. Go on. I owe him." Ooh. Oh wait, are we still in a flashback? Oh gosh, I can't really tell at all by this. This is a little bit confusing and a little bit disconcerting. As we have someone's like, it's really alright, huh? This guy isn't your nephew. It's something with your nephew's information. If you stay hung up on the dead forever, you can't move on to the future, right? But my younger sister can't go on living without the past, without Takaru's support. Oh, what? Oh, something is... Oh, no. Something is not going... Oh, no. Masachi, is that woman my mother? Hey, you catch on quick. Hee, I knew it. Aren't I a genius? Oh. And now she, whoever this woman is, begins to stand up. And it's like, Nigga, Takaru. And she's like, I hate to do this, Kusakabe. I understand it mustn't get out that a fully independent cursed corpse exists. Living with my sister isn't possible. I'm sorry. What are you apologizing for? I'm grateful. I truly am. Thank you. Oh gosh, what's... Oh, this is... Oh, I'm trying... Okay, I'm trying to take in all of this information. But I think now we're cutting back to the present. Where now, what's his name again? Yagi is now free, I guess? I don't know. They're throwing a lot of new information at us. As we have someone who most likely has cursed speech is like, where are you going without any cursed corpses, Principal Yagi? To see my son. And their questioning is like, you got the death sentence, so allow me to tell you the only way to save yourself? Tell me how to make fully independent artificial corpses right here, right now. Oh, so that's why he's played out being executed, because it's threatening to him to try and make sure that they tell him, or he tells them, how to make independent cursed corpses. Okay. And I think Yagi's not going to be having it. He's like, you get pushy the moment Satoru's gone, huh? Yes, of course. After all, I'm with a veteran sorcerer as we get the dude with the rocking guitar, Principal Gakuganji. Gakuganji. This is gonna be. Oh gosh! And we immediately cut over to the lights shattering, and now we have Yagi just on the ground with a cross against over his chest, bleeding out. Wow, that was fast. As we have the one dude with the mask over his face with the scar over his eye. Still don't really care about him. It's like, Principal, you may go and leave the rest to me. He's asking Principal, and the Principal's like, you may go and leave the rest to me as you wish, and he disappears. So most likely they're going to have a conversation about Panda. It's like, you replicate soul information from physical information, then input that information into cursed corpses. But that isn't enough. You must put cores housing 3 highly compatible souls into one cursed corpse, and have the souls constantly observe each other. Only that will stabilize the souls and give rise to self-awareness. Then, in 3 months' time, it will achieve self-sustaining cursed energy. Oh! So that's what Panda is! And now this other principal is like, why tell me now? Why not before? Why didn't you try to live? It's a curse, Principal Gakuganji. A curse from me to you. As Panda comes in, and he's like, Masachi! As now Panda's about to go head to head with the. Oh wow! He just walks past the Tokyo principal, not Tokyo. Walks against the Kyoto Jujutsu Sorcerer principal, and he's like, "Why do you not fight? Do you not hate me?" Oh gosh, he's dead, isn't he? Oh, okay, just killing off the principal. I see. And he's like, "I'm not like you humans. Human behaviors don't bind pandas. Besides, you and Masamichi weren't on bad terms, and I bet you just acted on orders from above. To me, you're like a fallen knife. But remember one thing. Even pandas cry." As we see the light moths gathering to the light. But then one moth is on the ground dead. Okay, so that light shattering wasn't light. It was actually moths being drawn to the light. But now... Oh gosh, they just killed the principal? And then that's it? Okay, wow, that was unexpected. Of the many things that I would have predicted going on in this chapter, that was definitely not one of them. Okay. So, going back to the beginning, so I guess I'll go into a slight review of Jujutsu Kaisen, because I guess that's what I'm doing now. We get the explanation, sort of, kind of, what Panda is, but probably more importantly, we get the understanding of what Yaga's curse technique is, or at the very least, how he's able to create a self-supporting, self-sustaining cursed corpse, which the basic explanation is that you just have 3 cores, put it in a corpse, and then after 3 months, while they're watching each other, after 3 months, then you'll be able to basically generate cursed energy itself and become sentient. So that's very interesting. Something else that we just didn't know about Panda, but now we do, mainly due to the fact that Panda isn't a panda, but he is a panda. Pandas. So yeah, we get that. But what is even more interesting is that the reasoning why he is telling him is that he says that he's cursing him. He's cursed Yagi, cursed Principal Gakuganji. And this is very interesting. And I bring that up, and I'll talk about it a little bit later, but like for the most part, when it comes to this chapter, it was just going over the backstory of Yagi. And like how he has connections with Katsukabe, because most likely what Yagi did in this situation, he helped his younger sister, what's his name? Kusakabe helped Kusakabe's younger sister basically reconnect with Takeru, who is apparently like the dog human person, which apparently, from what I'm understanding with, Yagi basically like put the soul, or for some apparent reason, Yagi, not Yagi, but for some apparent reason, Takeru was somehow reincarnated. I don't know how that works. That's something else that needs to be explained, but basically he did a favor, and to repay the favor, he freed Panda, so that's cool. But we're probably going to most likely get more information about Yagi, because through this, we not only get the introduction, or specifically the explanation of how cursed corpses work, but that there's actually like a second byproduct of something else that we just don't know, because apparently like people who were once alive can be reincarnated and put into cursed corpses, or that they turn into these cursed not cursed users, but these cursed spirits, but that they're in their own separate world that's protected by Tengen. Like, there are a few answers, but there are even more questions in this chapter. And also a little bit of hints to how cursing works, and how when you die, you either can place a curse on someone or be cursed at the moment of death, which literally what Yaki says is that he places a curse on Principal Gakuganji by explaining how the cursed corpse of Panda works. So this is very interesting, because we know for a fact that it's very possible that Yuji's grandfather placed a curse on him. And if I'm trying to remember something else, Nanami, when he was about to die, didn't want to place a curse on Yuji. So there's something interesting about when a person dies and how they're capable of putting a curse on someone. And whether or not that curse is good or bad is very dependent. Because even with Yuta, like, he placed a curse not on himself, but placed it on his fallen friend that died in the street, that caused her to live on after she died. So there's a lot that the Principal Yagi, on his deathbed, implies about placing curses on someone in the Jujutsu Kaisen world, and how people who are dying can place curses on the living, and people who are living can place curses on the dying. That's something that is pretty much confirmed in this chapter, sort of, kind of, but that's very interesting. There's so much being introduced through just dialogue and observation, and just viewing the chapter, that there's a lot that can be taken from this chapter, and we're on break for like 3 weeks. This chapter brought up more questions than it answered. And this really had nothing to do with the culling game. There was some slight connections from last chapter when they talked about how Maki is going to go with Panda, and now Panda's father figure is dead, and we learned a little bit more about him. Most likely we're going to learn more about Yagi's past later on in the series. But it's good that we got to like see a little bit of him, to see a little bit of his past, before his inevitable death, which, yeah, I think he's confirmed dead by that dead moth on the ground. So that's very interesting. So yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. That's all I can say about this chapter, is that it's interesting. I just like the fact that we got to see more of Panda, as well as we got to see more of the principals and their connections with one another, as well as like the connections that Yagi has to other Jujutsu sorcerers. It's just a very interesting chapter, and like I said, it brings up more questions than it answers. It answers one big question about Panda, but it provides more questions about everything else surrounding Panda, surrounding Yagi, surrounding the Jujutsu Kaisen world, the Jujutsu sorcerer world, and how curses work and operate, and what these creatures are, and how they can have like the souls or the remnants of people that we're assuming is no longer alive. There's so much that is unanswered, but yet there's still something big answered in this chapter, and that's all I can really just focus on for right now. So I may have to reread this chapter once again. May do a discussion on it, maybe not. Like I said, Jujutsu Kaisen is going to be on like a 3-week break. So all I can really say is hopefully you enjoyed this review/reaction. Hopefully you enjoyed this chapter. What did you think of this chapter? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Do you think that it was still dialogue heavy? I mean, relatively speaking, in comparison to the past 2 chapters, it wasn't as dialogue heavy as the last 2 chapters, but it did like provide just as much if not more information about how the world operates and potentially implications for how the world and cursing works in Jujutsu Kaisen. So a lot happened in this chapter. Leave your thoughts down below. Leave a like on this video if you liked it. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified for whenever I upload my live reactions or my reactions to Jujutsu Kaisen, Dr.STONE, My Hero Academia, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. So do all of that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye! Okay, it's 20 minutes this time.